You're listening to CFRN, the Christian Financial Radio Network.
Good afternoon, traders, and welcome back to the CFRN Emini Futures Cast. This is the daily broadcast of Indeterminate Length, where we discuss all things Emini, along with some really big ideas on the finer points of trading gold, bonds, crude, sugar, the euro. Joining us today, Mr. Michael Borth. From our trading desk in Chicago, Mr. Burton Schlichter. Now, to get things started, let's go to our host and founder in Studio A, overlooking South Mountain, America's largest city park. Here's Dwayne.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome back. Today is Friday, 17th day of February, 2023. Thanks so much for joining us. Whoever you are, wherever you are, we're just glad to have you right here, right now. We do 2 live broadcasts every trading day. Our first live broadcast is from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Eastern. That's our live training room, and it is reserved for members only and those who are taking their 1-week free trial. However, today we did something a little different, and we actually streamed the live training room on YouTube. So if you didn't catch that, you can catch it later. It will be on our YouTube channel. Now, the afternoon broadcast, which begins at 12 noon Eastern, that's this broadcast, there's 2 different ways to join the broadcast live. The best way, go to mytradingiq.com, scroll down to where it says afternoon broadcast, complete the 30-second registration form, and you're done. Every trading day going forward, you'll get an email about an hour before the afternoon broadcast starts. At 12 noon Eastern, all you have to do is click the link in the email, and it will automatically log you into our platform. Now, I call that the better way because it gives you access to the question box so that you can ask questions and participate in the discussion. The other way to join the afternoon broadcast, and if you log in via our platform and audio drops, just go to the YouTube channel. We're simulcasting every day, youtube.com/CFRN. It's so easy to remember. You already know the youtube.com part, /CFRN. Not only do we broadcast live every trading day on our YouTube channel, but we archive every daily broadcast. Currently, there's over 2,200 daily live broadcasts archived for your educational and viewing pleasure. And for those who are new to the world of CFRN, it's a great way to get to know not only who we are today, but who we've been over the years. You can scroll back 6 weeks, 6 months, a year, 2 years, even more. Pick a day at random. Pick a few days at random. What you'll find is a thread of connectivity, a thread of continuity woven through each and every daily live broadcast. youtube.com/CFRN. So let's get rolling on this Friday, and we'll open with a word of prayer. We've been talking all week about putting Jesus first. 5 days in Colossians. Today is day number 5. Our scripture today is Colossians 1:21 through 23, and I'm reading from the Message translation. You yourselves are a case study of what he does. At one time, you all had your backs turned to God, thinking rebellious thoughts of him, giving him trouble every chance you got. But now, by giving himself completely at the cross, actually dying for you, Christ brought you over to God's side and put your lives together, whole and holy in his presence. You don't walk away from a gift like that. You stay grounded and steady in that bond of trust, constantly tuned into the message, careful not to be distracted or diverted. There is no other message, just this one. Every creature under heaven gets the same message. I, Paul, am a messenger of the message. Paul wraps up his prayer by reminding the Colossians and us who we once were apart from Christ and who we are now. As former unbelievers, those not in Christ, were once alienated and at odds with God and our spiritual family. We were hostile in our ways and in our minds. Such was true of us before we trusted in Christ. As Romans 3:23 says, we have all sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, owing the greatest debt we could never pay on our own. But in our hostile and indebted position, something happened to us. Someone laid down his body of flesh in death, so that we might be reconciled back to the Father we were at odds with. Because of what Jesus has done for you through his death and resurrection, he has canceled the massive debt of sin that stood against you. He has eliminated every barrier that put you at odds with God. In Christ, you now stand before God as blameless, holy, and righteous. Not because of anything you did to earn it, but because of what Christ has accomplished for you on the cross. And you and I must stay rooted in the faith, remembering this to be our story. We must not forget such good news. We must cling to it. You see, it is only through Christ, his sinless life, death on the cross, to pay for our sin, and his resurrection, that we receive the forgiveness from God we could have never received on our own. There's nothing we can do or merit to ourselves in order to have the assurance of a saving faith. But in Christ and what he has done, we can have full assurance of our forgiveness before a holy God. We can now draw near to God with confidence because of Christ's sacrifice he made once for all. This is the glorious good news of the gospel. But for the Colossians, the temptation is strong to forget this good news of the God who became man to die for the sins of sinners. Paul knows that surrounding heresy is sprouting up like weeds among the Colossians, and reminds them to see the weeds for what they are in the beautiful garden God is sowing. He does not want them or us to be uprooted away from the gospel that they have already heard and received, the living hope of the good news of Jesus that has been announced to all creation under heaven. It's as if Paul is saying, don't forget. Remember what happened to you. Don't forget what Christ did to make you new. Don't let any other lie creep in and tell you otherwise. You've heard it proclaimed. You've received it as your own. You've held to it up till now. Don't shift from it in the days ahead. This is who you are, reconciled and blameless, all because of Christ. What other news could possibly be better than this? None. Hold firm to the gospel, friend. It's truly the best news in the fallen world. Join me in a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, may I never forget the tremendous and terrible price that it cost you to redeem me to yourself. I know that there is nothing that I can add to my salvation, for it was paid in full by Jesus Christ, the innocent Lamb of God. He became the sacrifice for sin so that I might be forgiven of all my sins and reconciled with you and given the blessed hope that I will live eternally with you. I praise you and I thank you. It's in Jesus' name that we believe and pray. And everybody said, Amen. All right. Happy Friday, guys. I hope it's a happy Friday for you, whoever you are, wherever you are. Let me give you the numbers from around the world. Start here in the U.S. with the cash markets, or the indices as they're called. The Dow is up 3 points. The NASDAQ is down 121 points. Quite a divergence. That's a little over 1%. S&P 500 is down 26 points, and the Russell 2000, our man in the street, down just over 8 points. In the commodity basket, crude oil down $2.37, trading 76.12 last. That's a drop of 3%. Gold down $1.80, trading 18.50 last. Silver unchanged on the session, trading 21.71 last. In the Asian markets at the close, Nikkei dropped 183 points. Shanghai fell 25. The Hang Seng lost 267 points. That's 1.25%. And in the European markets at the close, FTSE down 8, the DAX down 51, the CAC down 18. No movers, no shakers, as we head into this U.S. holiday. Now, the markets are going to open Monday morning, President's Day, but they're going to shut down 12 noon Eastern. So it's not much of a holiday, but we're going to take the holiday. So there won't be a live broadcast Monday. There won't be a live training room Monday. We'll resume normal activities on Tuesday morning after we wrap up for the day. So keep that in mind and enjoy the holiday on Monday. Now, Michael will be on at 12:40 to give us a recap of what happened in the live training room this morning, which, as I mentioned, we streamed live on YouTube. Not something we normally do, but we thought we'd give the whole world a peek at what happens each morning, every trading day, in the live training room. Logic 247. If you're new to the world of CFRN, this is our around-the-clock, 24/7 Emini alert service. We're in week 237. Now, the Globex markets open Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. They remain open around the clock until Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern. There's a 1-hour break each day from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. So we're in the Friday session right now, obviously, but the Friday session began last night at 6 p.m. Eastern. So even though it's still Thursday night in the U.S., that was the beginning of the Friday session. And when we go to the daily chart, you'll see the Friday candle, but keep in mind it began last night at 6 p.m. Eastern. So since the markets opened Sunday night, We've issued a total of 59 alerts, 11 never triggered. We're all caught up. We've had 48 actionable alerts this week, of which 6 or 13% would have been stopped out based on market structure and a very simple 3-step process that I teach all of our new passport holders in their unlimited one-on-one mentoring sessions. The hallmark of a good week, we've averaged over 237 weeks, 20% or less of the alerts being stopped out. So at 13% this week, pretty good week. Now the logic alerts, they can come out at 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. whenever opportunity presents itself, because futures trade around the clock and we have traders around the globe. So we make sure everybody gets taken care of. The logic alerts are based on current price action, but built into each alert is time for you to get the alert, go study your 30-minute chart, see the window of opportunity that the alert represents, and then be prepared as price approaches the entry, whether it's a long or a short, to use everything you learn each morning in the live training room to execute the trade on your 7-tick range chart or your 5-minute chart, whatever smaller time frame you use to execute on. Now, if you don't know what a Logic 247 alert looks like, let me show you real quick. This is alert number 13,571. There's a short on bonds. We had a short on the euro. We had a short on silver. We had a short on gold. T is initial target. On a short, PS is potential support, so you can consider that target 2. And then you've got your final trade 2 target. Crude oil, a short. The NQ, a short. Got an initial target, second target, final trade 2 target. Now you can see here that when Valerie came through to do the recap, price had dropped to 12,338. So we exceeded the final trade 2 target. Now, that's from the entry to the final trade 2 target, that's roughly $1,000 per contract traded. A little bit more. Short on the Russell, short on the ES, short on the Dow. And again, we exceeded the final trade 2 target. Short on gold, you had an initial target, a second target, a third target, a fourth target, and then a final trade 2 target. At the time Valerie did the recap, price had dropped to $18.35. That's $1,000 per contract traded. Here's a short on crude oil. We have roll forward to the J contract. Stop out on the NQ. Short on the Russell. Short on the Dow. Short on the ES. No trigger on silver. No trigger on gold. Here's a long on crude oil. A short on the NQ. Short on the Dow, and a short on the ES. Now, that's just yesterday, February the 16th. As we get into Wednesday the 15th, we had a short on bonds, short on the euro, stop out on gold, long on crude, long on the NQ, stop out on the Russell, long on the Dow, long on the ES, No trigger, no trigger. This was a hedge on gold shorts. No trigger on the euro. We had a short here on silver. No trigger on gold, no trigger on crude. Short on crude. Again, we can see that price dropped below the final trade to target. In fact, 60 to about $700 per contract traded. The idea is to get your goal for the day and use the profits that you earn in the market along with the 24/20 blueprint to increase the number of contracts that you trade. Although there's huge moves represented here in the alerts, you only need to make $100 per contract per day. And by following the 24/20 blueprint, you increase your number of contracts with profit you earn in the market. The 24/20 blueprint is designed to help you to go from 1 to 20 contracts over a period of 24 months. Now, 2 points in the S&P, that's $100 per contract. Once you get up to 5 contracts, then it's $500. And then when you get up to 10 contracts, the same 2 points is $1,000 a day, which puts you in the top 3% of wage earners worldwide. Question is, do you have the patience and self-discipline to follow the program? Only you can determine that. Short on the Russell, short on the Dow, short on the ES. Now we're all the way back to Tuesday. We had a long on gold, long on the Russell, long on the Dow, long on the ES, no trigger on the Dow, stop out on the ES, stop out on the NQ, long on the Russell, short on crude oil, and long on the euro. Now we're back to Sunday night. Stop out on bonds, short on the euro, short on silver, short on gold, short on crude oil, short on the NQ, no trigger on the Russell or the Dow, and a short on the ES. Week 237. Okay, that's where we are. And again, over those weeks, we've issued a total of 13,571 individual handcrafted alerts. The goal is that you use the alerts to learn to spot the windows of opportunity yourself. We want to get you to the point where you're self-sufficient. You don't want to spend the rest of your life depending upon somebody else to tell you when to get in and when to get out. If you want to become a consistently profitable trader, you need to learn to let the chart tell you when to get in and when to get out. And that's what we teach you. Our goal is to teach you how to trade, not how to trade a specific instrument or a specific market, but how to trade. Once you understand how to read a chart and how to trade, you can trade anything. Any futures market, any individual stock, any cryptocurrency, any forex pair. We've worked very hard for a lot of years to make it as simple as we possibly can. Now, our original alert service, the concierge trade alerts, they're a little bit different. Different how? It is a static report shortly after the Globex open each evening, and they're based on historic price action. Remember, the logic alerts are based on current price action. The CTAs are based on historic price action. When current price action meets historic price action, that's where you'll find some of your best high probability, low risk trade opportunities. This report was posted for our members and everyone on the free trial last night at 7:25 p.m. Eastern. Now, because this broadcast is open to the public, you may not have gotten these numbers last night. So if you want, take a screenshot, because we're going to walk through each individual market. What do you do when this report is posted? Go to the 30-minute chart of whatever market you trade and make a note of where price is at this time. On that 30-minute chart, draw a line in the sand at 41.39, draw a line in the sand at 40.77. If price starts trending up towards 41.39, that's bullish, so our strategy will look for opportunities to be long the market. If price starts trending down towards 40.77, then our strategy will look for opportunities to be short the market. In either case, that's where you use Logic 247 and everything you learn in the live trading room every trading day to yourself find opportunities to be long or short the market. So let's go to the daily chart. That's where we start. And why do we start with a daily chart? We don't trade a daily chart because this tells you what the institutions are doing. And I think we just might be at the beginning of a pretty big down leg in the market. So no matter what market you trade, or what stock you trade, or what crypto or Forex, spend 2 minutes with the daily chart before you start looking for opportunities to trade that market. The green lines called the BBC stands for bull bear cross. When price crosses above it, that's bullish. We anticipate higher prices. When price crosses below it, that's bearish. We anticipate lower prices, higher prices. The pullback to the BBC holds more often than it doesn't. There's once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, but now today, Friday, that was Thursday's candle. We closed right at the daily BBC. We opened last night just above it, but now we're below it. The next major area for support is the 24% Fib retracement, and then the low of January 31st, the low of January 25th, and then the 38% Fib retracement. I have a feeling we might see the 50% Fib retracement before we put in a new high, higher than the high put in on February 2nd. The red and blue lines, the CFMA1, when price is above the BBC, you want blue and climbing at your back. And when price is below the BBC, you want red and falling at your back. Now, everything I'm telling you does not apply to just the daily chart. Everything we teach, every tool we provide is fluid across all markets, all time frames. Not just futures, but individual stocks, crypto, Forex, from a 1-minute chart to a monthly chart, and every tick chart or range chart in between. By spending 2 minutes, you'll know what's up with the institutions. They're definitely not buying yesterday, and they're not buying today. It's institutional money that moves price. Their accounts are denominated in hundreds of millions and billions of dollars. Typical retail trader has an account denominated in thousands or maybe tens of thousands of dollars. So it's kind of like sticking your head out the window to see if it's raining or not. Okay. Now price has been pushing up against red and falling, which is bearish. Blue and climbing is bullish. But once this turned red, you can see price tried 1, 2, 3 days to break free. And as we talked yesterday on the show, eventually price will make a decision. And so far today, that decision has been to the downside. Now this 24% retracement, institutions watch daily, weekly, and monthly charts. So they know we're approaching a 24% Fib retracement. You should anticipate a bounce at that point. We haven't touched it yet. Low of the day is so far 40.56 half. Okay. Now, on the ES, I talked to you earlier about drawing lines in the sand, 41.39, 40.77, 41.39, 40.77. The vertical line that you see on the chart right here, that separates today, Friday, from Thursday, back to Wednesday, back to Tuesday, back to Monday. Now the zones you see on the chart, those were published Monday morning at 6:15 a.m. Eastern. We've published the zone since December 14th of 2009. When price drops to a zone, we expect support. When price rallies up to a zone, we expect resistance. Price drops to a zone, support, resistance, support. Now we've got resistance at the BBC. The pullback holds more often than not. So when the market opened last night, now the 30-minute is our roadmap. That lets us know which side of the street we want to be trading. Do we want to be looking for long trades? Do we want to be looking for short trades? And as the window of opportunity opens, use your smaller time frame, your range chart, to actually execute the trade. Only three things happen at a weekly zone. 70% of the time, it's going to be consolidation. That's what you see right here. 20% of the time, you'll see rejection. Price, this was a red candle. It came all the way down to the zone. But by the time the 30-minute candle closed, the only thing left touching the zone was the wick. That's rejection. 10% of the time, price will slice through a zone like it's not even there. When it does, it will typically retrace to the zone it sliced through and then continue in the direction of the slice. So right now, price is trapped between resistance at the BBC, support at the zone below. If we take out this low right here, then we've got a huge window of opportunity down to the zone below at 40.35/36. Now again, these zones were given to our members and free trial members Monday morning at 6:15 a.m. Eastern. Once you understand how price behaves around a weekly zone, the zones will become one of the most important tools in your trading toolbox. And as a passport holder, which is a lifetime member with no recurring fees of any kind, no upsells, no new shiny objects, as a passport holder, you have lifetime access to the weekly zones, lifetime access to the live training room, and lifetime access to unlimited one-on-one mentoring, along with the Logic 247 alerts and the concierge trade alerts. On the Dow, here's where we open. We headed right to the target. Where did the market find support? Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times at the zone. Where did we find resistance? At the zone. Yesterday, as the market dropped, where did it find support? At the zone. Over and over, again and again. On the Russell, here's where the market opened last night, came down to the zone, consolidated, and then dropped right to the target. Pulled back up to the zone, which is now resistance. We dropped to the target again. Now red and falling turns to blue and climbing. So that gets us thinking that if price closes above the BBC, we're going to be looking for trades on the long side. On the NQ, market opened right at the zone, consolidated, dropped to the target, found support at the zone below, found resistance at the BBC. We finally managed to get below this zone, and right now price is poised to make another leg down to the zone. On crude, here's where we open. Here's the CTA target. Market bound support at the zone that was issued Monday morning at 6:15 a.m. Eastern. Gold, here's where we opened. We hit the target. We continued down. We didn't quite make it all the way to the zone. But once red and falling turned to blue and climbing, we got back above the BBC. And now where do we have resistance? At the zone. Yesterday, where do we have resistance? At the zone, at the zone, at the zone. Silver, market opened, ran right down to the short target. Now a 2-penny move is worth $100. From 21, what is candle open at? From 21.50 to 21.24, we'll call it 25 pennies. That's $1,250 per contract traded. When silver moves $1, that's worth $5 grand per contract traded. When gold moves $1, that's $100 per contract traded. When crude moves $1, that's $1,000 per contract traded. And we've now hit the long target. And where's the market finding resistance? At the zone. It's where it found it yesterday and where it's finding it right now. On the euro, market opened here, ran down to the short target, overshot it, finally pulled back to the BBC. Remember, the pullback holds more often than not. And then we dropped right to the zone. Then price got above the BBC, and now it's headed to the zone overhead. Price is always trying to get to a zone. From the moment the market's open, Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern, so they close Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern. If price is below the BBC, that green line, it's trying to get to the zone below. Price gets above the BBC, it's trying to get to the zone overhead. It's really that simple. Trading's not easy, but it can be simple, especially if you have a teacher. Imagine any type of job, any career path you might embark on. Well, I'm just going to read some books and, watch a few YouTube videos, and then I'm going to be a brain surgeon or an airline pilot or a mechanic or a plumber or an electrician. That would be a shocking experience. Why 9 out of 10 traders fail is because they don't have a teacher. So that's the very first thing we do every day is we put a trader in front of you, a trader and a teacher, explaining every move they make, every trade they take, the rule behind it, and answering your questions while you trade along in your demo account till you qualify to go live. Once you put together 10 consecutive days in a row in SIM, the 2420 blueprint will give you the green light to go live with one contract. Once you go live with one contract, then your goal is to increase your account balance by $2 grand. Once you do that, the blueprint will give you the green light to add a second contract. The big difference between the first and second contract is the first contract is funded with your startup capital, but the second contract is funded with profit you earned in the market. The blueprint's going to tell you when it's time to add number 3, number 4, number 5, number 10, all the way up to number 20. By then, you should have the hang of it. Michael, it is...
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're here.
Okay. Yep,
You're
I'm
ready.
here. I'm here.
You can
All
take it away.
All right, here we go.
Michael's going to give us a recap of everything that happened in the live training room this morning. Then at 1 p.m. Eastern, we will stream live for a half an hour on TradingView. Okay, looks good.
All right, here we go. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Friday, the 17th day of February, 2023. Now, if you've not taken a free trial with us and you want to, go here to mytradingiq.com. Right here it says sign up for your free 5-day training now at 9:30 to 11:30. Click on that. It's going to bring you to this page. Just fill out this little form. Make sure this goes to the right page. Yes. Fill out this little form. And once you fill out this little form, we sent all the information you need to get into the room for 5 consecutive business days. Now, reminder, the training room is going to start on Tuesday next week. Okay, it's going to start on Tuesday. All right. The spreadsheet. If you're going to read the spreadsheet, you have to read all the CFTC risk disclosures down at the bottom. Today is the 17th day of February 2023. Today we made 16 ticks in crude. We lost 10 in gold and made 20 on the ES. That put us at plus 310 on the morning session. Today took a minute in the trade to get to $200 a contract, and we took 17 trades this morning. So on the month now, we're at $4,540. That's over 13 trading days, averaging $349 per contract per 2-hour trading day. On the year now, we've gotten our goal in 32 out of 33 days. That's over 2 trading days, averaging 300. I'm sorry, it's over. Got our goal for the day on 32 out of 33 days, and we've now gone 2 days since our last blue or yellow day. It was a blue day, and 380 days since our last red day. Okay, so now on the year, that puts us at $12,872, averaging $390 per contract per 2-hour trading day. So this is where you want to be getting your goal. All right, if you get your goal every day and you quit trading and you add 1 contract a month, so far this year, you would have only had to work 7.91 hours and you would have averaged at least $624 an hour. It should be more than that. $624 an hour. All right. Let's get into the trades. Right now, I didn't take anything off the DT Pro charts. This is an interesting candle right here. It's interesting how it's just sticking to this weekly trading zone right now and bouncing back and forth between here. I'm sure Dwayne's going to go with that in a lot more detail in a little while. And gold just took off. It's craziness. Anyway, let's get into the here. It was on the TradingView charts. All my marks are on the TradingView charts today. So let's go here. Okay, we'll start out with the gold. And hopefully everything stayed today. I think it did. We'll go back to the very beginning. This is where we got our gold for the day. This first trade right here. We picked up 10 ticks on the very first trade. Then we stopped out here, gave it back. That put us down to 0. Then we stopped out here again. And now this one right here, I stopped out on this bar right here. And I should have actually had my stop at break even. So that was my fault. This one over here was a stop out no matter how I did it. This one over here was a nice win no matter how you did it. There were a couple nice trades in here that I ended up missing. There was one right in here I ended up missing, and that was it. All right, we took a break-even trade on this one right here, and then I didn't get the follow-up trade right here. I also didn't get this trade in here, so there were a few trades in there that I missed. Going through here, we ended up with nothing, and this is all during the break now. There was a trade here that would have encompassed both of those, and another one right here. It would have been just enough to get your stop to break even. Moving forward, there was another one here and here that would have encompassed all of those, and right here, that would have given me some decent profit. Right, and that was it for the gold. So there was some good opportunity on the gold, not so much during the room this morning, but more so during the break. And as it carried on. Now the crude oil. On the crude, we start out over here with a break even. Then on this one on crude, we picked up 6 ticks right there. Okay, then we stopped out here, put us down to -4. Then we picked up 10 ticks there, put us back to +6. Something in here. We stopped out here and then we got it back here and then we had a break even there. Something got mixed up here in the numbers, but we stopped out here and we ended up with +16 after this trade. And then we had a break even trade right here. Okay, so in here, this is all getting into the break now. There was a shorting opportunity right there and another shorting opportunity there during the break that I missed. And over here, there was one long trade right here that you could have taken that it would have encompassed both of these bars that hit the ribbon right there. But you could have taken some profit on that. It doesn't look like it went high enough right here to move your stop. So you would have had to endure the drawdown and then take the profit. Moving forward, it doesn't look like there was anything else in here for crude oil, and it's flattened right out here. It seems like I had a couple of flat spots today, like all through here. Started getting flat spots, one right in here. A little bit flat right there. flat right through here. But it's good that we have that option in here to have this indicator in it to tell us, to show us clearly when it's flat. If you can't see 2 lines in there, then it is flat. You should not be trading. All right, so let me minimize that one. I'll go here, maximize this one. And the ES had a lot of flat at the end of the session here. It had a little bit of movement in the beginning of the session, but if you look at that 30-minute, you can see it's just having a hard time getting going with anything. We were fortunate to get in here. We didn't do anything here in the pre-market, though that was before I started. Actually, that was right when I started. I missed that one this morning, right when I started. And then it turned around, didn't give us anything, turned around again, didn't give us anything. And then it gave a short right in here. We took a break even on that one. On this one, on the ES, picked up 4 ticks there, 12 ticks there to get us to 16. Then we had a break even trade right in here. And another break even trade right there. It looks like there were a couple of trades in here that I missed. And moving forward, it looks like there was a trade right here. It was kind of flat in here, so that's probably why I didn't do that. Okay, and we took another break-even trade here, and right here we got another 4 ticks in profit. This right here, the weekly trading zone is what this black line is right here. This black line and this black line, those are both weekly trading zones. So it was having trouble with the zones. That wasn't having trouble, it was just getting to the zone and hanging there. I'll show you that again in a minute, but just not a ton of opportunity all through here. Okay, and then we get into the break. This was in the break here. We had a short right there, a short there, a short there. Turned around and gave a long right here during the break. Okay, and that didn't quite hit right there, otherwise it would have been a long. And then here you had to get through the flat spot. And then it hasn't given a trade yet. All right. Now that was pretty quick going through all the trades that we did this morning. We ended up with plus 20 on the ES, plus 16 on the crude, and minus 10 on the gold is how we ended the morning session. I showed something to everybody this morning in the room this morning that I'm going to just show to you guys right now. If you're interested in trading equities, I just want to show you this. All right, we'll go here and let's just do Disney to begin with. Okay, we'll throw Disney on here, and I want to pop that up so we can jump around to different ones. And in here, I want to go to a daily chart in here. I'm going to highlight the 30-minute and 1 day. So I want to go to a daily chart right here. All right, now with equities on the daily chart, if you look down here at the bottom, when the white line gets completely oversold and the long-term trend is bullish, that looks like it's a good time to usually start buying when it's oversold like that. Long-term trend is bullish, good time to start buying. Like it's in that spot right now, okay? And when a long-term trend is bearish and it's overbought, it's usually a pretty good time to be selling. Right? I want to point this out for you guys who are interested in equities, if any of you are interested in equities, but there's just a few of them in here. I can just go down a few of these and we'll see if we have anything like right here. Long-term trend is bullish. We have a nice pullback. This is all down in the oversold. Last time I did that, I had a run up from right here. Right here, it's 1240 up to 3040. So nice 16-point run right there, $16 run. Just want to point this stuff out. When you have all this stuff going and you have a pullback against longer term direction in a daily chart, this is a daily chart with the equities. You can also do it on a 30-minute chart if you want to, the same stuff. Like in here, you'd be looking for a pullback up here into the ribbon. Get that white line up there with the long-term direction bearish. Okay, like right in here, what happened in here, the long-term direction was bullish. We got a pullback. White line got all the way there until you oversold. Bang, up it went. Okay, same thing right in here. Long-term direction is bullish, pulled back in. Down here, it got all the way down to the oversold, and bang, up it went. Okay, does it again and again and again. All right, it's the same thing with equities as it is with everything else. If you want to trade equities, you can do that with this stuff too. Okay, let's go back to this look? Right, and this I'll put back here on the 7 range, and I'll jump it back down to gold again. GC. I also wanted you guys to notice, I'm sure Dwayne has probably talked about it already, but if he hasn't, we rolled the crude oil yesterday. I know we mentioned it yesterday. We rolled the crude to the J contract, right? So you should be trading the J contract in crude oil right now. Let's go back and look in here. Oh, I want to, there's some things I couldn't show this morning, but I'm kind of getting myself mixed up a little bit. Rick S., how are things going with you? I was just curious. I haven't talked to you in like a week. All right. Recaps. If you're going to read the spreadsheet, you got to read all the CFTC risk disclosures down at the bottom. Today is the 17th day of February 2023. We made 16 ticks in crude. We lost 10 in gold. We made 20 on the ES. Put us at plus 310 on the morning session. Today, it took 1 minute and 1 trade to get to the goal for the day. At that point, we're up $200 total, and we made a total of 17 trades this morning. So on the month, we're at $4,540 a contract, averaging $349 per contract per actually 1 hour trading day, because I'm actually trading for, so it's $349 per hour on the month is what that's looking like. And on a year, we made our goal on 32 out of 33 days. We've gone 2 days since our last blue or yellow day, and we're now going 380 days since our last red day. So that puts us on the year at $12,872, averaging $390 per contract per 2 hour trading day. Again, that's really just a 1 hour trading day. Now, if you were to quit trading when you get your goal for the day and you were to add 1 contract a month, so far this month and this year, you would have only had to work 7.9 hours. And you would have averaged $624 per hour. All right, that's not per contract per hour. That's just straight up per hour. Now, at 1 o'clock, we're going to do this live stream again. All right, we made this a daily thing. So come 1 o'clock, go here to TradingView.com. Go to Community Live Streams. It's going to bring you into here, and just scroll down to here, upcoming streams. This one right here. Click on that to get in there. Okay, click on that. You get right in there. Okay. Now, we're going to start that here in about 5 minutes. So back to the trial stuff. If you've not taken the trial with us, go here to mytradingiq.com. Click on this and fill out this form. Once you fill out this form, you'll be sent all the information you need to get into the room starting Tuesday morning. Okay, now if you're in here and you want to take the trial, you should do this today so we can get you set up before the weekend begins, so you have stuff to look at all over the weekend if you want to. Okay, come in here and sign up for the, if you're going to take the trial, you should go to the trading platforms page right here. All right, and on this page, DT Pro and TradingView are what I'm using in the room in the morning. Okay, and you can sign up for both of those right here. For TradingView, just watch this video and give us your profile name. Okay, I changed this video around a little bit. This, the video used to be a little bit longer, and now it's a little bit shorter. It's like 3 minutes now. It went from 6 minutes to 3 minutes. It's a little bit shaky, the video, because I did it in the middle of the night. But you can watch it and it'll give you all the information you need. If you are planning on subscribing to TradingView, it would behoove you to click on this link and do it through here. Okay. If you are already subscribed and you're not getting a full discount, that's okay, Gary. Which platform on TradingView do you need this? Well, let me just go here. We'll click on this, right? And so right here, this is the discount they're offering right now if you were to do this. But if you were to, this is because I'm already logged in. If I were to close out of the premium account that I'm in right now and click on that, it would give you a better deal than this, I think. The deal that I got when I did it with a separate account, separate from the CFRN account, the deal that I got was like $90 for a whole year of Pro. Okay. Gary, The Pro will give you 2 charts. The Pro Plus will give you 4 charts, 2 at once, 4 at once. They both give you custom indicators, custom time frames. All right, you don't really need the premium, but you need one of these 2 to get this, to get a maximum of 2 charts at a time with no with no ads, and to have custom intervals, and this maximum of 4 charts at one time with no ads and custom intervals. I mean, that's the big deal here. 4 charts in one layout, 2 charts in one layout. Ad free is a big deal. And custom time intervals. Okay, they both have custom time intervals. So that's all good stuff in there. All right, Gary, you can do either the Pro or the Pro Plus, but if you're only going to use 2 markets and you don't need this one, you need this one. If you're just going to do 1 market, then you can go with the free, but you're going to have to deal with the ads popping up all the time. Okay, so that's up to you what you want to do there. But definitely use our link here from in here. Well, here. Use this link. Okay. If you're not subscribed to any of the plans yet, subscribe through this link to one of the plans, because what they offered to me, and I know I got it because James told me about it. James B, one of our other partners, told me they offered him the deal. So I went in, I actually canceled the subscription that I was paying for, because I was paying the full $15 a month. I canceled that one and I went and subscribed again through this link. And for $89 and change, I got a full year. I had to pay the year up front, but still for $89, I saved like half. It was a 50% discount. Okay. Of course, we'll help you set everything up. When you subscribe, you really only have to do one thing. I'll send you an email it's got layouts in it, and all you have to do is make a copy of the layout. There's all kinds of examples, or there's instructions in it. It's really a simple process. Okay. All right, guys, it's getting ready to start streaming time here. I was just saying at 1 p.m. Here it is. At 1 p.m. we're going to start our TradingView stream right now. Okay, so let me get that going over here on this other monitor. Here we go. We almost have it going over here on this other monitor. Go to this, and go to community, and go to live streams. Per TradingView, do you get 30%? I don't know anything about that. I don't think so. I don't know anything about that, Don. We don't get anything out of it.
It's what it says at the bottom of the page you just showed.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever it says is whatever it says. I don't know. I honestly don't know anything about that. I do not know. They haven't told us anything about that.
When you sign up through our link that Michael just showed you, we don't get paid anything for that.
No, we get nothing.
You get a savings.
That's, as far as I know, that's all there is to it. Is you get a savings, and it's just an opportunity for you, really, to get a savings. They get to see that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think we do.
That's just not how it works, Gary. It just
as
allows
far as
us to extend a discount to people who are part of our community.
That is it. So right now I should be able to, here it is. I'm going to start the stream. Okay. Share, and shut off this video thing. And there. Okay, so we're streaming live now on TradingView. All right. So all that stuff that I just said to you guys, I'll say again. There's actually a short setting up, or just set up right over here on the ES a minute ago. I didn't take that. There's nothing here, and there's nothing here on gold right now. For all you guys that are coming in here right now for the live stream, what you're looking for is for the long-term direction, which is the outer band right here, to be trending either down or up. And when that's trending down, you want price to pull back up to test the ribbon. Any one of these lines in the ribbon, as long as the black line is in the red. When it's trending down, as long as the black line is in the red, that's a trade that you can take. Right? Let me blow this up a little bit so you can see it a little better. I'll hit auto. So you see there was a trade right back here a few minutes ago, and that's worked. It's worked out a little bit right now. Over here right now, you can see on the gold, this is flattening out right here, so we don't have any, I'm sorry, the crude oil. This is flattening out right here, so we don't have anything there. And on the gold over here, it's flattening out as well, so we don't have anything we can do there. But we clearly have a trend moving down right here. Okay, on the ES, we clearly have a trend moving down. So that's the kind of thing we're looking for, right? Now this is This seems like it's been just a total streaming day today. We are now, well, we're waiting for an opportunity to trade, right? You just have to wait. So if you have not taken a free trial with us and you want to take a free trial with us, then go to mytradingiq.com. You can take it right there. Okay. And let me refresh this and see in here. There we go. All right. So right now we're looking for a pullback. We have a little bit of bearish separation right here now. Bear separation up here, meaning the long-term trend is bearish. It's going down. Okay. So right now, if we get a down close on this crude right here, we're going to take a short trade. It's now got a high right here, 76.13. So I'd look for a sell. 8 ticks below that. Now it's at 15 down to 76.08. So that's 16 down to 6. Yeah, 16 minus 8 ticks is going to be 76.08. Okay, that's what we're going to sell right now on crude oil. That's what I am selling right now on crude oil. Here it is. Now I know this because I'm going to bump this to a 7 range. I know this because these are 7-tick range bars. Okay, and we just triggered into that crude trade, and here it is. These are 7-tick range bars. Now I bump the stop to break even after I get 4 ticks in profit. The stop originally is at 10 ticks. It's always at 10 ticks when I'm using a 7-tick range bar. Right now this it's not really giving too much, but 76. Once it gets below 76 here, we should have some pretty good action. I think possibly all the way down to 85 is what it's looking like. All right, so I'm gonna lock in 5 ticks on this right now, and I'm gonna throw a target down here at 85. Okay. Now I'll lock in, well, 7 ticks. And so we're ready. I want to see it break down below here. If it breaks down below right here at 96, I think it's going to have a big push right down here. Okay, we just got to get down below that 96. Now we're at 7 ticks right here. The 76 number is kind of, I think it's going to stick me right there. It's going to come back and get me at that. But it might just push right through. It might push on through, and we'll see. I'm sitting at plus 7 ticks on this. All right. Now the reason we took the trade is I got to fix that in my DOM, and we are out with plus 7 ticks right now. I think. Hang on. Let me just check that. Hurry up. Let me get over there. Crude DOM. Yes, we are with 7 ticks. We can get down here to the target number. Okay. I got to fix my DOM so they do not disappear on me. This was a blue trade. Okay. So we picked up 7 ticks on that first trade. Now, if it pulls back up here, the long-term trend is still bearish. So if it pulls back up here, we can take it again right here. Okay, if it pulls back up here and hits the ribbon and gives us a down close, we could take that again. Okay. Let me go and check that out. Is the live stream streaming? Let me go check that out. No, it's not. Actually, crap. Hang on. Let me try that again. It says upcoming. Hang on. Let me get in there. Crap. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. I'm clicking on the wrong thing over here. And now I want to go here to community and live streams and go down to our current stream. It said it was streaming a minute ago. Upcoming streams, nope. So is it in live streams right now? Let me go up there and see if it's up there in live streams. Yeah, it is. It's showing. No. Somehow we are not in the live streams either. Hang on. Okay, so something went wrong here with the, it looks like something went wrong here with the TradingView live streams. Hang on, let me look in recent streams and see if it stuck us in there. Yeah, well, is that one from this morning? Yeah, that one's from this morning. I don't know, we didn't get another trade set up in here yet, okay? We saw that one from crude and it's gotten down to 85 is what it said that was going to go down to, right? 85 is what I said that was going to go down to. Let me just check on that to there. All right, so let me go and try to get this stream going properly again. Recent streams, live trading, it should be in there. And right now in upcoming streams, it should have actually already been in there. So that's next week. Nope, I don't want that one. Hold it. I know it was going. Okay, well, it doesn't look like the live stream is going to work out today.
You should be able to just relaunch it. All you got to do is just start a new stream.
Oh yeah, I guess I can just start a new stream. All right, it won't be anything that's out there for anybody else to jump into. So let me just go back here. Go to the top and just
Once you create the stream and go live, then it will pop up into the current live stream category.
Yeah, I don't have all the information to put in the stream, but let me go and copy and paste it out of the last stream. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We did get down to that number, the 85 number there. But this is not working out so well today for some reason. Here, let me go in here, and we'll go to here. Sorry, guys. Sorry, you have to watch me do all this stuff. Go to live streams. Yeah, I'm gonna move this over here. You can watch the deeper charts for a second. Okay, and let me flip them all to the 7-tick range. You can watch these for a second, since I'm not streaming live with TradingView right now. And let's see upcoming streams. It's gonna be down here at the bottom. Here we go. If I click on this, then I can.
Instead of scheduling, you just hit the Start Now button.
Yeah, but it's still gonna put all the information in it.
Right.
So I gotta put a title in there. Paste. There's the title. And now put in the rest of this stuff. Oops, the rest of this stuff. Right here. Copy and paste that in there. Paste. And I don't really have an image to choose, but I'll stick something in there. Let's go to pictures and put that in there. That'll work. And I know that's not good. That shows that. We can't show that. Here, how about that one? That one's okay. We'll go to next and start now. Browser, save stream forever. There. Okay. There we go. Now we're streaming again. But before we actually show my screen, I got to put everything back over there. Hold that thought. Here we go. Okay, now shut that off. Go around it. In here, click on that entire screen. That one. Share. Okay, now that's working, and we'll shut that off. There. Okay, so now we're streaming again. Now 11 minutes in, we're streaming again, and anybody that missed that first trade, well, I thought we got it in there, but I don't know if we did or didn't. But now we'll just get ready for the next trade. Okay, let me get my crude down back up here. All right, so this was our first trade right in here, and I don't remember what we picked up on that first trade. I think it was 7 ticks we picked up on that first trade. And something just happened. I don't know what, but it says, I think it says I'm still streaming here. Yeah. Gary, you're gonna have to give us your profile name. Okay, you're gonna have to give us your profile name for that. Once you do it, okay. Travis, you should, I know I was watching this a few minutes ago. You should be able to get in there right now and see everything over there and the live chat and all that stuff. Okay, and let me just post this in there to make sure that everything's working over there. There it is. All right. So again, we started the live stream and we got this first trade here. We got 7 ticks profit on that one. And we're just going to run this one through. All right. So what we're looking for here is for the long-term trend to be bearish. And within the long-term trend, this area in the middle of the ribbon is the support and resistance here, depending on what level you're coming at it from. And you got to look for price to pull back up to that ribbon, right? The entry, to qualify for an entry, the black line has to be in the red if you're in a bearish trend, and it's got to be in the green if you're in a bullish trend, like over here on gold. It's got to be in the green if you're in a bullish trend at the point of entry. Okay, so that means on the bar close, like right in here, there's a trade right here where it was, this is the ES where it was pulling down right here. The long-term trend was obviously bearish. The black was obviously in the red. It pulled back up and it tested the ribbon and it gave you a down close. So that was a trade right there. Back over here, this is the one that we did take. Right here, we went short right here. We picked up 7 ticks. I thought it was going to get down here to 85, and it did get down there to 85. Then it pulled back again, but then we had some issues. We had some issues with the live stream, and I'm not sure why we're having issues with the live stream. It looks like, kind of looks like nobody's going to be able to get into it. I don't know why. Can some of you guys out in the audience, can you try to get into the live stream? Gary, maybe somebody go out to TradingView and just try to get into the live stream, because it doesn't look like it's allowing people into it for some reason. All right. So now the thing to watch out for when you're trading like this is flat periods, when the market gets choppy. You can see right here, the long-term direction just flattened out right here. So you don't want to trade unless you can see both of these lines here. You don't want to trade. All right. If they're both going down, that's when you start looking for shorts or pullbacks up. Pullbacks up to the ribbon. Right. And if they're going up like this, and you can see them both, that's when you start looking for pullbacks down to the ribbon. Okay. And right now everything's flattening out. So we're not going to do anything on any of these markets right now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, Dwayne, today. Maybe we overstreamed. No, I don't know. But it looks like it looks to me like it's streaming right now, and it's been streaming for 4 minutes is what it says. I don't see anybody jumping into it though, and usually there are people that are in it by now. But all right, so what we're looking for now is, well, a potential. We want this to go down a little bit further and drag that down, so we separate these lines here. All right. So we actually have a trend going. We don't have anything here on the ES. We don't have anything here on the crude anymore. We don't have anything here on gold right now either. So we just have to wait. And you don't see the stream. That's something wrong with this. I don't know what happened today, Travis. You know, if I go out here right now, I should be in the live streams. Right
I looked. I didn't see it either.
I don't know what's going on with this today. Anyway, well, I'm going to do this, and then, you know, at the end, we'll see if it ends up getting recorded. It should be right now in live going on, and it is not in live going on, and it's not down there in recent streams. The one from this morning is in there, but this one is not. I wonder, D, if they only let you do one stream a day.
No, not to. That's not what they told me. You can stream as often as you want, as long as you want.
Okay, well.
So I don't know what the hiccup is, but maybe they'll notify us and let us know.
Yeah, because right now it's got. Yeah, it's just got the ones I scheduled for next week are in there. It doesn't have this one anywhere. Well, anyway, I'm going to go to 30 here, and we'll see if we get any trades. Right now, you see on the crude oil how it's separated right here, and that's good. Now we want to see it pull back up and test the ribbon. We have nothing over here, and over here it's gotten a little bit bullish over here on the ES. You see how it's separated down here? That's bullish now, and we want to see it pull down and test the ribbon. Okay, so that's what we're looking for in here. It says down here at the bottom, I'm still sharing my screen, but I don't know where or how to see that. In here, it says in here, let me post the one thing in the live chat. So we'll see. I have a feeling that this isn't going to end up being streamed or recorded, but that's okay. It looks like it's going to be kind of dry anyway. After that first trade, I don't know that we're going to get anything else in here right now. It is 1:17. Does anybody have any questions about anything at this point? I can only see the questions in the question box. Yeah, you guys, nobody's going to be able to join the stream because nobody can even see it. But we'll record it and see how it is anyway. Do you guys have any questions that are in the afternoon session right now while we do this? Yeah, Gary, all you have to do when you sign up, you just got to give us that profile name. As a matter of fact, you can go sign up for the free version right now if you want. Go out to, well, just go out to TradingView and sign up for the free version. Okay, and don't sign up for the trial that they have, right? To do it, you have to, you go in there and don't sign up for the trial yet because you're not going to want the trial. You're going to want to do, you're going to want to just go straight to the version that we have, right? And when you go in there, it's $5 a month for the CME group data from TradingView. Okay, if you want to get it from somewhere else and get it filtered in there or funneled in there, you can do that as well. You know, if you already have an account like at Daniels or something like that, you know, you can connect them directly down here, the StoneX. Okay. All right. So it said something about referrals down there. I don't know anything about that. That's not why we're doing that at all. I think I was told anyway, and I did actually get a deal doing it. Hal said he is watching. He is watching it. So he's watching it. I don't see him in there, but somehow he's watching it. So there's some mechanism here that's not working right. So anyway, what we're waiting for here is a pull back up into the ribbon. Everything is bearish right here. All right, you have the separation between these two, and it is bearish. We have separation here, that's bullish. If it pulls back down and gets into the ribbon, then we'll look for an up close. Oh, you're watching on YouTube. Okay. It's not on TradingView. That's the thing. Okay, watching on YouTube is different now. If you're watching on TradingView, because TradingView is the place that it's mixed up right now, I think. Right, so this is just about here on the ES right now. Okay, there it is. Now we need an up close here on the ES, and up close from this bar is going to be 40.65 to 40.67 is what you'd be buying right here. 40.65 to 40.67, unless that went down a little bit more, it did to 75. So now 8 ticks above this bar is what I'm looking to buy. Okay, 8 ticks above this bar. So 64.75 up to 66.75 is 8 ticks high. If we get an up close on this bar, this black is definitely going to be in the green. Okay, so now it went down a little further. The black still be in the green if we get the up close. Now the black's coming out of the green. You see that? So it's going to be 63 up to 65 right now. And I'm not sure about whether that black is going to be in the green or not when it closes up, if it closes up. And you see the black got out of the green right there. So this isn't really a valid trade. I'm going to take it off as soon as I can here when I get some profit, if I get some profit. It's not a valid trade right here. So hopefully it's going to move up a little bit, but it doesn't really even look like it's going to move up a little bit here. You know, it's down here at the bottom, everything is pretty much even. So it looks like it's going to flatten out right here and not really do anything. The crude's already going down. So I'm just looking for an opportunity here. Anyway, over here on gold, everything is flat. Okay, everything is flat here on gold, so we're not going to do anything with that. And the crude is definitely bearish here. We need to pull back on the crude. There we go. Stopped the break even. There, okay, I'm out of the trade right now. Right. Now, the reason I got out of that is because right here, the black definitely got out of the green right there. So I wanted to get out of that. And right now, we're looking for the crude to pull back up and get into the ribbon right here. Okay, we want the crude to pull back up and get into the ribbon. Now, remember, the markets always do the same thing, right? They go, yeah, either one, Gary. They go down and up and down and up. And this one right here, instead of going down and making a new low, it went up and made a new high. So then it made this huge move down like this, and it's kind of choppy in here the way that it's acting, but it pulled back up and pulled back up to the ribbon to an area of resistance right here and started pushing back down. So what you'd expect right now is another leg down. Okay, that's what you'd expect right now. But because this area right in here was all kind of choppy, let me show you again. Right in here, the way it was all kind of choppy in here, it makes me wonder if it's not just going to get a little more choppy in here and just be choppy sideways. The entry point would have been here at 84 and it dropped down to 78. So it went 6 ticks into profit. So if you did manage to take this trade, you had a chance to move your stop to break even. Maybe take in a little bit of profit, but I wasn't fast enough to get the trade on and do the whole thing. But the gold is just completely flat here. And well, we'll see what's going to happen over here. Who knows? Okay, and if I go back over here and look at this, it still says it's not right. So far we had this trade here, I took a break even on. Okay, and that wasn't a good trade for me to take. That's why I took a break even. It was a mistake. And this trade here that we took profit on, and this trade that just triggered that I didn't do, that went 6 ticks into profit. Nothing on gold and nothing else now on the ES. Okay. It's asking if you need. Oh, it's $5, Gary. If you say yes, then go down and choose the CME group, and it's $5. Okay. And now get your real-time data on the markets that we trade. Okay, you do not need to do the ICE. Make sure you don't check the ICE because that's like $110. You don't need to do that one, right? Unless you trade in things like cocoa and meats and orange juice and things like that. Okay. All right, so we don't have another trade in here yet. We don't have another trade in here yet, and we still haven't had anything on gold. So this is just a really slow morning right now, or afternoon, I guess. We had a pretty active morning. We had 17 trades this morning in the morning session. Okay. All right. Just waiting for an opportunity here. You see how the ES right now, we're trading down below the ribbon, and everything's flattening out here. We're going from bullish separation up here to no separation, and then it's going to go to bearish separation if we continue moving down right here. Over here on the crude oil, we've gotten up and we're above the ribbon right now just a little bit, but I think it's going to push down. On the crude, the first spot that I thought it was going to get down to was over here. The next spot, I can't really see the next spot, so I just have to look left. It's 78. 78 doesn't really, 76 looks like a better spot in the DOM to get down to, and beyond that, I can't actually see right now. So we have to wait just a little bit. What is that? Streams. All right, we're just going sideways over here on the gold. If let's look at the gold on a different time frame. I mean, I'd really want to look at it on a much smaller time frame. Oops, that's not gold. I'd really want to look at it on a much smaller time frame to see if you get anything. You know, if we drop this down to like a 4 range, there's still nothing here on the 4 range either. There were a few trades, but not really much at all going on in here on gold. What about if we bump it up to something bigger, like a 20 range? That looks a little better. Right? So there's some decent trades in here on a 20 range, one here and one here. And now it's going to take a long time for it to come back and give us anything. Nothing here on the ES. This is flat up here. We don't want to trade when it's like that. Okay, and in here I'll bump it back to a 7 range. But that makes me kind of want to look at these on the 20 range too. Yeah, so we got some decent trades in here on the 20 range. Now, the difference with the 20 range is going to be your risk management. Okay, your stop is going to be a lot bigger than 10 ticks. If you got a 20 range, it's probably going to be 25 ticks. You're probably going to have your stop at 25 ticks. Right. Gary, I don't know if you sent that to us yet, or you sent it directly to me. I'm not in that email right now. I'll get in. We'll get straightened out, Gary. Okay. Does the 7 tick range on DT look like a possible short? I don't know, Michael. I can't look at that right now. Not during this stream. Okay, good, Gary. We really don't want to trade anything right here, right now. And what market were you looking at there, Michael? On the ES, okay. Well, this is what the ES is going to look like on DT too. It's going to look just like this. Well, actually, to make the DT look right, we got to put this on a 6 tick. Oops, sorry, this on a 6 tick. So this is what it looks like on DT. All right. It didn't actually hit the ribbon, but it's pretty darn close. That's what it looks like on DT. Okay, so the question would be about the context is what the question would be about. You know, do we have bearish context? And really you don't. See, this right here with TradingView is a short right there. That is off the ribbon. Actually, it's not, because this is flat up here, so it's not really a short either. This is kind of flat right here, so we really don't have context with that either. You know, I would think that it should push down from here, but you really want to have some good separation between these lines. You want the trend, the long-term trend, to be down like this. Okay, a trend line. Well, let's go back to a 6 tick range. If you were to draw a trend line, then yeah, it'd be a trend line trade right here. That's where you would have gone with the trend line. But again, the context isn't right. Okay, if you were to draw that trend line, the trend line would go something like this. Go like that. Okay, so it would have been from right here. Your stop would have gone to break even already. But still, the context isn't right, because it's not really bearish context right here. It's getting there. If this bar closes down, if this bar moves down and closes down, then it's going to separate these up here a little bit more and put it into some bearish context, I think. Okay, but it's not quite there yet. Okay, you took it and you got 1 tick. Is that one word, Gary? I think you got to make it like one word. Okay, all lowercase. Okay, I can set you up here when I'm done. When I'm done in here, I'll set you up. It's 11:30. I mean, it's 1:31 right now, but I'm going to go a little bit longer because we ended up getting a little bit later start. And I don't know if this thing's going to be recorded, but I'm not TradingView at all anyway. But but we'll let it run just a little bit more here. It says I'm still sharing. That's what it says, but I don't think anybody can get to it for some reason. But I got about another 9 minutes to finish a full half an hour. And I know I got to do 20 minutes for it to actually even be, recorded. So far during this 20-minute session so far, we've had this trade right here. That was plus 7 ticks, I think. And over here, I accidentally took a trade in here. It was on a 7-tick range, and I took it in here, and I ended up taking a break even. I shouldn't have taken that trade when I did take it. And we didn't actually get a trade here. We're waiting for it to give us something else, but we're just not there yet. The gold has been completely sideways and choppy. We did look at what it looks like with the equities, a few different equities. If you want to look at that on the daily chart, is what we looked at with some of these equities over here. And that's it. So we got about another 8 minutes. We're going to run here, and then I'll pass everything back out to fabulous Phoenix, Arizona. Again, if you have not taken a free trial with us and you want to take a free trial with us, go to mytradingiq.com. mytradingiq.com. And on that page, you'll be able to sign up for the trial with us and sign up for TradingView. All right, to take any trial you want to take with TradingView, or sign up for TradingView as well. There'll be links out there you can click on that will give you some sort of a discount. Okay, I don't know what the discount actually is, but usually it'll give you some sort of a discount to sign up. Okay. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Well, let me go back here for a minute. Now, it says we're still streaming this live. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to keep the recording for it or not. Now, the ES has got a little bit more of a trend going to it here. So, if you want to short the ES right in here, it's a possibility. It didn't actually hit the ribbon. Like, it didn't hit the ribbon on this one. It didn't actually hit the ribbon there. If we get a down close, I think I'd rather see this one actually go up and hit the ribbon and then give us a trade. Okay, that's what it's going to do right here. Oh, well, it went all the way up there. Okay, so now it's hit the ribbon for sure. But now it's going to take it. It's probably going to take it out of the red. Yep, it just took it out of the red. Okay, so now we have no trade. So I didn't go with the temptation. All right, you got to follow the rules. Follow the rules. Again, the rules are pretty simple. All you got to do is have a trend. I'll pull back up into the ribbon with a close in the direction of the trend. And the black line's going to be in the right color. Okay, the black line's going to be in the right color. That's it. All right, we're just going sideways right here on gold, so we're not going to have anything with gold at all. I'll just take a minute and show you again the stuff that I was looking at with the equities. Okay, we go here, and we go here. And we'll look at, let's just do Disney. We'll start out with Disney. So what I'm looking at is down here in the slingshot, when the white is oversold and the long-term trend is bullish. This is on the daily chart. So if this day closes down here, and it's still down here, the white is still down here in the oversold, then by the end of next week, there's a good chance we're going to be up quite a bit higher here on Disney. Okay, and that's just the Disney. If you go back and look at all of these different ones, well, not all of them, but some of them, like Meta, I think was one of them. Yeah, see, it's oversold, and long-term trend is bullish. That's one. JP Morgan, I think that was one too, wasn't it? No, not quite yet. Starbucks was that one? Nope, not quite. I don't know. There were a bunch of them that I found in here that that if the long-term direction is going one way and the white line is oversold, if the long-term direction is bullish and the white is oversold, like the last time it was like that was over here. The bottom of this bar right here was the last time it was like that. Okay, so if you were to buy at the open of the next day, you would have been buying right here at 104, and it ran from 104. Well, in 3 or 4 days, it ran from 104 up to 109. That's Starbucks. Now, depending on how many shares you buy and all that, that could be a significant amount of money, big chunk of change. Okay. Just wanted to point that out so you guys can see that you're not just limited to trading. You do it with crypto too, but just trading futures. Okay. Let's go to gold, and we'll go back to the J contract. We'll put that back on the 7 range. Still nothing happening with gold, and the crude looks like it's about to give a trade setup on the short side right here. But I think we're going to wrap it up for the morning. All right. So for the live stream right now, right now it's saying start stream. So it went from starting the stream. It says it's sharing my screen, and it's saying the stream hasn't been running this whole time. So I think we're just going to let this one go for today. Yeah, that just didn't work out well at all. All right. Well, guys, with that, I am going to wrap it up here.
I sent Artem an email
okay,
letting him know what happened, and I copied you on it. So hopefully he'll reply this afternoon. Although they're across the pond, so they may be gone for the day.
Yeah, probably gone for the weekend. Be back on Monday. Right now, Dwayne, it looks like it stopped the stream. It started the stream, then it stopped the stream, and now it's back on start stream. So I think we're just going to end up missing today.
Okay, so you want me to just go ahead and grab the screens back?
Yeah, go ahead and grab the screens. Yeah, because I don't think we're going to do anything here in TradingView for right now. It says it's sharing my screen, but I just canceled that, so we shouldn't be doing that anymore.
Okay, guys, it's been a great week. If you want to become a part of the CFRN family, and we really are a family, when you take your free trial, you'll have access to the trial discussion group, and you'll be able to read snippets of conversation posted by members who have access to the Passport-only members discussion group. We have about 10 different channels in Telegram, and as a Passport holder, of course, you'll have access to every channel. In fact, the Passport is your all-access pass to everything we do, everything we've ever done, whatever we do in the future. As I mentioned earlier, 9 out of 10 new traders fail because they don't have someone to teach them how to trade. Yes, we all have books. Yes, we've all watched YouTube videos, but that's no replacement for a living, breathing teacher putting on, taking off trades live in real time, explaining every move they make, every trade they take, and answering your questions as you trade along in your demo account until you qualify to go live per the 24/20 blueprint. Now, lifetime membership with us, there's no fine print. Once you become a Passport holder, there's no recurring fees of any kind. There's no upsells. There's no new shiny objects to buy every other week. There's nothing else to buy from us ever. Once you become a lifetime member, that's it. You'll have lifetime access to the weekly trading zones, indicators, the Logic 247 alerts, the concierge trade alerts, the Thursday night members only workshops, and unlimited one-on-one private mentoring. It's everything a trader needs, all under one roof at one low price. And you can Google till your fingers bleed, but you won't find this anywhere else. You also receive around-the-clock support via Telegram. To become a member, go to eminifuturestrading.com. Couple mouse clicks, you're done. You're done spending money on trading stuff. Okay, as far as indicators and oscillators and classes and courses and chat rooms and whatnot. We provide you everything you need to know and every tool that you need, along with live training and one-on-one mentoring. So often when you buy trading things, you get a PDF, maybe you get some indicators, and you get a pat on the back and a best of luck. It's so different with us. We monitor the progress of each and every individual member, and we're always there to help when you need help. Trading can be a lonely business. Once you have access to the members only discussion group in Telegram, you'll be surrounded by people who've learned the exact same strategy, the same methodology, how to read the same indicators. And what you won't find is the hatred, the gossip, the backstabbing, the moaning, the whining, the crying that you find in most trading forums or discussion groups. That's where the people who aren't making money go to cry. They're upset because they're losing money. They've been lied to again and again. We're transparent in everything that we do. All of the alerts are published well ahead of them triggering. All the trades that you see in the morning in the live training room are put on live in real time and live markets. eminifuturestrading.com. If you go today, we'll get you set up over the weekend so that you're ready to hit the ground running Tuesday morning, because we're going to take Monday off. But we'll still work with you over the weekend. If you have questions, call 949-42-EMINI or email support@cfrn.net. CFRN runs 24/7. There's 2 hours of live training in the morning. And then there's this afternoon broadcast where we recap what's happened the past 24 hours. If you missed the first part of the broadcast today, this is where we stand for the week on Logic 247. 59 alerts, 11 never triggered, all caught up. I may put out some alerts this afternoon if opportunity presents itself. 48 actionable alerts, of which 6 or 13% would have been stopped out based on market structure and a very simple 3-step process that I teach all of our passport holders in their one-on-one mentoring sessions. And when you're new, you can book a couple sessions a week. You can book a session with me, with Michael, with Valerie, with Bert, as often as you need, when you need it. That's a huge statement. Where will you find that anywhere else? You won't. But go ahead, Google, look for it. Okay. Just be aware that a lot of companies spend a lot of money on clever ad copy. Make sure you read the fine print. We don't have any fine print because we're transparent. And our goal is to help you become self-sufficient. We want you to be a part of the community for life. To whom much is given, much is required. So when a new guy comes along, we want you to be there to lend a hand, just as our traders will lend a hand to you when you first get started. So it's up to you. You can continue buying parlor tricks and circus acts and magic acts off the internet, or you can learn how to trade. We don't attempt to teach you to trade a specific market. We simply teach you how to trade. Once you understand how to read a chart, how to read price action, how to understand what the indicators are telling you, You can trade anything, whether it's the S&P Emini or Walmart or Bitcoin or the British pound and everything in between. Everything we teach, every tool we provide is fluid across all markets and all time frames, from 1 minute to monthly and everything in between. Tick charts, range charts, you name it. Let's wrap this week up with our good word for the day. The good news is Jesus wants to set you free. Luke 13:12. But when Jesus saw her, he called her to him and said to her, Woman, you are loosed from your infirmity. The Bible says there was a woman who had a spirit of infirmity 18 years and was bent over and could no way raise herself up. But when Jesus saw her, he called her to him and said to her, Woman, you are loosed from your infirmity. Notice 4 things in this story: the person, the problem, the great physician, and the prescription. For every person, including you, there will be a problem. But more importantly, for every problem, including yours, the great physician has a prescription. Jesus' opening statement to the problem in this woman's life is not a recommendation for counseling. It's a challenging command. You are loosed. Christian counselors are a gift from God, but often more is involved in maintaining deliverance than just discussing past trauma. Jesus didn't counsel what should have been commanded. After you have analyzed the condition and understood its origin, it will take the authority of God's word to put the past under your feet. This woman was suffering as the result of something that had attacked her 18 years earlier. Yet her trauma was as fresh that day as it was the day it occurred. But while her problem was rooted in the past, her prescription could only be found in the present word from God. Jesus, who is the living word, is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Hebrews 13:8. That is to say, the word you are hearing today is able to heal your yesterday. Jesus said, Woman, you are loosed from your infirmity. Why didn't Jesus call her by name? Because his promise applies to all of us. And that's our good word for the day and for the week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whoever you are, wherever you are, may God continue to richly bless you with his mercy and with his grace. And I'll see you at the bell.
Remember this, there is no greater return on investment than to see a human life changed and given hope. As always, pray hard and trade safe. Any financial information discussed on this show is simply the opinion of our host, Dwayne Reeves, his co-hosts, and guests. To learn more about trading E-mini futures or to take a 1-week free trial in our live trading room, call 1-866-928-3310. 866-928-3310. Information discussed on this radio program should not be construed as a recommendation to buy or sell any security. Always do your own due diligence and consult with a licensed securities broker or financial planner before making any investment decision.